Over the years, we were able to expand in our previous location a few times, and we had reached a point where we were out of space. There was no additional space to take over, and our business was really growing, and we were at a point where we were kind of locked into how much more growth we could accommodate, and it was getting discouraging not being able to accept new students or to grow or be creative with new ideas. So we started to look for a building, and we were able to find this building, which was a gutted shell. My name is Linda Holden. I'm one of the owners of Skyline Gymnastics Center, and we've been in the York area for about 38 years, but this is the first time that we have owned our own building instead of leasing it. So this is a big step for our gymnastic facility. We knew it was going to be a large commercial project, which we had not done before. So we were looking for a company in the area that had a good reputation for working on large projects, perhaps either health clubs or churches or just buildings that would be similar in scope to what we were doing. And we had heard of EG, of their reputation, and they were one of the first ones we got a bid from, along with some others, and then eventually decided just to go with them. We had a wish list. Over the years, you see a lot of different facilities and other gyms, and you see what they've done, and you kind of pick parts of each gym that you said, if I ever had a gym, I'd want this balcony, or I'd want this pit, or this layout and things, and you kind of took all those ideas and put them together. And EG seemed to be listening and understanding what our end goal was, willing to walk us from an empty building and help us put it together to achieve that result.
Our previous space had a lot of sightline issues. We had closed circuit TVs so the parents could see all the children, but there was blind spots. So we had to find a space that was open, that the parents can see what their kids are actually learning and doing. We now have an awesome mezzanine here that EG was able to put up for us. So the parents have sight lines to everything that's happening in the facility. In the preschool area as well, we have a one-way mirror so the parents can see in and the students don't see mom and dad outside so they're not distracted.
Well, there are a lot of working parts and moving parts. So one concern was going over budget. And so we felt EG was really good at helping us make wise choices. If there was something we wanted to splurge on, they would help us find ways from the type of flooring we used in closets and storage rooms, to cut costs so that the parts that were important to us, like the balcony and the locker rooms, were exactly as we wanted. So that was really helpful.
We used to have a loose foam pit at our old facility, and we wanted to upgrade that. And we found a company in California called AirTrack. They built us an in-ground air pillow that our gymnasts can safely learn their new skills on. EG started to dig this pit, and they hit shale. So they weren't able to get their machines down there, and they had their guys hand dig the shale out of the pit. We came in one day and there was just a giant pile of rocks, and they worked tremendously and just went at it to get what we needed done. One other challenge that we hit, the previous owners did tell us about, the roof was a mess. So EG came in and they took care of it. They gave us a 18-year warranty on the roof, which we are thrilled to have a roof that does not leak, that protects our equipment. If anybody is looking for a contractor in the future, I would highly recommend them.
I would say this project was a wonderful experience. We enjoyed working with the people we work with. We enjoyed the communication. We felt that their goal was to get us exactly what we wanted, and as time went on, they were as excited when things were coming together as we were. Our clients are thrilled. They're loving the balcony and so impressed by the thought that went into the layout and how the lobbies and things flow so well. It's what we imagined, but until you actually got it up and running, you didn't know, and it's just working out. There was never a doubt that we had made the correct choice by asking them to handle this project. They saw it through right to the end, and the product that we got is wonderful. Couldn't be more pleased.